We're the Jawbers. We're back. We took a little holiday vacation. How are you doing, Big D?
Oh, I am doing good. I'm doing good.
I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and if you didn't, guess what? I hope it went by fast.
That's true. It did, I think. Maybe not.
Actually, did you have a good Thanksgiving, man? Did you get some food? Get some turkey?
I did, and not as much as people think, I guess.
Really?
They just assume just assume like I just eat. But when it comes to,
I don't assume you eat. But I'm sorry, please.
Well,
I do.
but no, Thanksgiving I usually. Well, first of all, I'm usually working.
That's right.
A chef, working on all these holidays, and
that's right.
This is the second. This was the second one that I had at work in 16 years.
That had to feel weird, huh?
Oh, a little bit. So I ate, and then I pretty much went on the couch and slept.
I think that sums up Thanksgiving right there, no?
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was good. It was fun. It was nice to be around the family, and yeah, it was good.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad. I don't eat much on Thanksgiving either. I'm not a big fan of turkey. I like smoked turkey. So, hey, Stephen Miller, how are you, man?
What's up,
Steven's in the house already. Steven's been waiting on us. We appreciate you, Steven. I appreciate you just being so persistent. He's like, "Why aren't you guys on?" It's like, "No, we're taking 1 week off, bro." But just for everyone that's not interested in our personal business, I just want to say today we have a fantastic show. I really do think so. So Big D's pick is basically a war game match in WCW from 1992, which is going to be fantastic. And my pick, we have Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero, No Way Out 2004. And that's a fantastic match itself. So I'm looking forward to watching both of these. And we have Guess That Promo, of course, is here. I have my promo ready. I've had that promo ready for a while. And lastly, we're throwing in a little piece of art. So today we're showcasing a little piece of art. Where wrestling meets art. And so stay tuned for that. That's after I'm kind of like in the middle. All my stuff is in the middle. Big D starting out, and then you're ending. You're ending with a main event promo. So
main event promo.
That's right. So it's going to be interesting. So if you guys want to play a game with us, Guess That Promo is on today. We have 2 promos for you, 2 great matches, and 1 piece of art. It's going to be a fantastic show. And Pages is in the house. Hello, Pages.
What's up, Pages?
Woohoo! They back. We back. So yeah. So we'll just check in our description. The very first match we're starting out is Big D's pick, which is WCW. It's a Team Sting. Right, it was Team Sting.
Yeah, so it's the Sting's Cauldron, which was Sting, Barry Windham, Dusty Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat,
and God. Oh.
And this was the I don't know if I'm not sure what number War Games match this was. So we have War Games coming up. NXT War Games coming up this week. And War Games is just something, just an iconic image of 2 rings, 1 cage. You know, there's no leaving. You're just trapped in the cage. But the thing is that there's 2 rings side by side. I really like this one because I mentioned when we did the putting over the profile on Dusty Rhodes that I wanted to have one of his first like early matches, and we'll get to see one here. but they will be taking on the Dangerous Alliance, which is I think it was Arn Anderson. No, that was another one. Ricky Rude, the Heavenly. Can't think of their names. The Blondes.
Fabulous. No. So Steve Austin is in that one?
Steve Austin is in this one.
Okay, the Fabulous Blondes?
No,
the Fabulous Freebirds. What the?
yeah,
Hollywood Blondes. Hollywood
Blondes, and then Austin. I can't remember all the Dangerous Alliance.
Oh, cool.
But yeah,
Dude,
so
there's so much star power in this match. Holy smokes!
Yeah. This was found on WCW WrestleWar, and so I was thinking my instant thought was, it's War Games. They didn't call it War Games back then.
Oh yeah, but it is War Games because the matches before that were called War Games.
Yeah. But there have been 18, or I don't know how many there have been. There have been a lot. Apparently, I heard that Arn Anderson has been involved in 18 War Game matches. Which that just sounds ridiculous. The year before this, they had at the 1991 WrestleWar was Sting, the Steiners, and someone else. And that one I remember more so because it was against the Four Horsemen. So you had Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and all that. But yeah, so I'm just looking through all the matches here. I mean, just the names of some of the people. You got the Freebirds. You got.
Hey, Buff Bagwell was in this one too.
Well,
I'm Buff, and I'm the stuff, and the girls just can't get enough. Buff, Daddy. I just want to say, so it's WCW WrestleWar. If WrestleWar is one word, if you just go to the WWE Network, it's under WrestleWar. 1992. It's very easy to find. Just type in WrestleWar 1992, and it is all the way. Jump to moment is all the way to the bottom, which is the main event, which is Dangerous Alliance versus Sting Squadron. So once again, that's WrestleWar 1992 WCW. Just type in WrestleWar, one word, 1992, and it'll be in the, it'll pop up, and all the way jump to moment is all the way down to Dangerous Alliance versus Sting Squadron. So I'm gonna mark that.
Squadron. Like when they kind of, maybe back in the day when they, like the old Survivor Series and stuff, when they actually had team names. That was pretty cool. Just now, there's just no. It just seems like there's just so much less creativity. But anyway.
I'm there already. I have Googled it, so we'll give you a couple of seconds. This is exciting though, man. I'm excited to watch this. How long is this match?
I am not sure exactly the length of it.
So it is about 20. So it's at 2:08, ends at 2:44. So no, it's about 32 minutes. About 34 minutes.
But you figure 8 guys, or actually 10 guys, there's gonna be a lot of action.
This is a long night, ladies and gentlemen. So get your snacks ready. Get your whatever. Get some water next to you. That's it. Big D's got snacks. He's got to get a drink. Get popcorn ready. Pages has got some soup. It's beautiful soup.
Ooh,
Get your condiments ready. Get whatever you need to put in your mouth ready. Yep. And yeah, it's because this match is about 34 minutes. 36 minutes actually. I'll do the math right one day. And then our Eddie Guerrero match is about 40 minutes. So,
hey,
we're back, baby. We're back. Let's watch these. This is a great show, dude. I'm so fucking excited about this. Pardon my French.
That wasn't French. It was English. I don't know why they say it's French. That's just it's always English.
Wait, what? I thought. I guess French would be Fouquet.
Part of. I don't know. I don't know
Pardon
French.
me, Fouquet.
There we go. See, now I would believe you more.
It is a
I still don't know.
Fouquet. Great.
I don't know what you're saying. So
No,
that's
I don't. Yeah. I literally said, "Pardon my fuck." Like I don't.
It's just low self-esteem. I'm sorry. But
Yeah, I hope
so, yeah.
everyone's there already. I hope you guys are there because we're gonna start in about 10
If you're not,
seconds. I was just gonna ask your fan. I could slightly hear it hitting your mic. Yeah, I knew it. See, I'm not going crazy.
yeah.
That's again. I can hear you clearly. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. This is the pre-show. I can see all obstacles in my way. And it's about as entertaining as the WWE pre-shows lately.
What are you doing down there? Are you clapping with your fingertips?
I don't know what this is, Big D. I have no idea what this is. This is happening right now.
Getting the grooving. We are grooving.
I'm just being certain of things. I'm doing that like, well, let me tell you, I know what I'm talking about. You know, like I know what I'm talking about. I did not sleep with that woman.
I believe it. I believe it.
Oh, I believe I can fly. All right,
we're
there, baby. We're there.
We should get in there. We should
WrestleWar.
Yeah, WCW WrestleWar War Games, and we will start it in 3, 2, 1.
10 of the toughest World Championship Wrestling performers. Let the War Games begin. So they're calling them War Games.
Yep. Yeah, so it's something like the actual matches. That's what's called War Games. Whereas now it's the whole event is just called War Games.
Gotcha.
Which we do have 2 of them. We have 2 of them coming.
Yeah, we have men's and women's War Games coming.
Yep.
Oh, they're lowering the cage. It's happening.
Or they used to always have like the same entrance and the same music of lowering a cage as the same entrance of Ric Flair.
Dun,
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 dun.
dun.
I mean, this obviously inspired things like Hell in a Cell. And I mean, when they brought War Games back 3 years ago, I believe. 3 years ago. That was the first time in 20 years that there had been a War Games match. But yeah, I just always remembered these.
There's the rules.
Yep, you got 7 periods in War Games. The first period is 5 minutes. And all other periods are 2 minutes. But one man from each team during the first period. And then I missed it.
Yeah. I hope like if you're watching this along with us, you can read.
Yeah. It's kind of like every couple minutes, few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, another member from one team will come in, and then it's going to be 2 members from one team against 1 member of the other, and then it's going to be 2 versus 2, 3 versus 2, 3 versus 3. So, so every 2 minutes after the first period, every 2 minutes, another person's added to the ring. You can't make any pinfalls or anything until all 10 men are inside War Games.
And if one team member loses, the whole team loses, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. One thing that's different about these War Games now is that they don't have that top
part of the cage. Yeah.
Yep. so they can actually climb up and, well, obviously, so they can just make a 35-foot.
Look at the importance, like, of the referee in this specific match. I'm so glad. Like, I love it when there's, like, the referee has, like, weight. And,
Right.
like, I don't mean, like, just normal body weight, but weight in the match. Because then, when you have rules, that's when you can break them. You know, that's when you can cheat, and that's what gives the heel some heat.
Imagine if the refs of today were around when Eddie Guerrero was around. Wouldn't be the lie, cheat, or steal.
But yeah, that would not be. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. There would not be I lie, I cheat, I steal.
All right, who we got coming out? The Dangerous Alliance.
Paulie Dangerously, yes.
Alondra Blaze.
Look at Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Austin Zabisco. Arn Anderson is in this, okay.
Wow.
Beautiful Bobby, that's okay. Beautiful Bobby was part of was it Midnight Express that he was in?
Was he the third member?
I don't remember. Right, because this was before Hollywood Blondes had Brian Pillman in Austin. So this was still when Brian Pillman was flying Brian. And now we got
Sting Squadron. So there's Nikita Koloff. Whoa. The Dragon Steamboat. Look at it. Ricky the Dragon and Dustin Rhodes. Not Dusty, but Dustin Rhodes. This is before he was Gold Dust.
Yes.
You will remember.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear the news about your boy?
Yeah, AEW. Sting is in AEW. Holy smokes! Yeah, I saw that. I heard about that. I heard about Pat Patterson passed away. My God, like 1 week off and everything happens.
That was a big loss there.
Oh yeah, Pat Patterson's big deal, man.
Yeah.
He was the Finnish guy in WWE NF. So this is interesting. This is very yeah. Rest in peace. I mean, literally. Undertaker retires, Pat Patterson dies. Oh.
Yeah, Austin.
Look. This is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Back when he had hair.
And more colors. Purple and orange and pink. And look how they could reach that cage. Like,
yeah.
Barry Windham.
We're off. Ooh.
Austin had hair.
Yeah, look at Austin go, man. Holy shit. Whoop, boom, right in the cage.
So these guys, are going to be in here for, 16, at least minimum 21 minutes before anyone, so pretty much the entire match. So you just get your endurance guys go first.
Yeah, so Steve has always talked about, being a really good mechanic. He's just a good hand in the ring. And that's part of the reason why they actually hired him in WWE. Because he could go. He could do things. He could wrestle. Right. So I'm interested to watch Steve here and just kind of... Because he's definitely a lot younger here and a lot more greener. But it's really interesting to watch. Like, this is freaking Stone Cold right here, and he's playing a heel. Whoop.
Oh, he's freaking feet at the top of that cage, like, or them strategizing outside. I really would like to know what they're strategizing. Like, uh, but that's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's probably
Um,
talking about it. 'Cause after we're done, we're gonna hit this joint up and we're gonna get some pancakes. We're gonna get some chicken wings and some chicken fried steak.
Shout out to Waffle House.
Yeah, we're subsequently Flapjack and T-Bone were born. That our other jobber Mike really loves. You know.
They've been they won a couple matches here.
Yeah. Who was it? Who was that girl that who lost their mask? Who was fired?
Reckon, reckoning.
Reckoning. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lost. So she literally lost her mask on Raw. It dropped.
He took it off of her.
Oh, why?
He was disgraced by her. He
Oh,
was
I see. I see. Okay.
removed her mask.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I still stand by my nicknames for. Uh oh. What's happening? Nice. Nice. So there is some awareness, like Steve Austin. Like, see, that's one thing. Like, you even see here, Steve Austin's aware of the ring. You know.
Hmm. Well, if you ever get a chance, definitely watch the year previous to this, '91. Um, Sid Vicious was in that match.
Oh,
He went to powerbomb Flying Brian.
and he
Or
grabbed the
told
cage.
him whatever. No, but he couldn't lift him up high enough because of the cage, and so he dropped him. Pulling pretty much landed on pretty much on the top of his head,
Oh my God.
and Sid Vicious wasn't happy about it, so he continued. And Pillman's obviously hurt, but he continued to go down and power bomb him again. And yeah,
Oh, that's not awareness at all. It's like this is the spot, so you gotta change it, baby. You gotta change it. You
but
gotta change the spot, baby. You gotta change
but it's kind of cool though. I mean, with that low cage, kind of limit that that the high flying. Oh, we got 40 countdown here, 40 seconds or so.
it. Yeah, you can't get out. Like basically, it's much more
Right.
claustrophobic. Oh, look at that. That is
Oh,
so dangerous. If Steven had herpes or something, that would be it. But I mean, that's like okay, that's a good way to just show like the old school wrestler. You know, they were. I mean, you could say they were like freaking men's men. You know,
right,
they were
right.
just. It's a different breed today. Here's Sting's coming in next. Oh shit. Oh, who is? Oh,
Woo! I'm trying to remember that. Oh, no,
rude. Whew. Look at him go.
that's cool. They got a coin flip to do it. I like that. I'd rather see a coin flip,
Because you don't know every time you're.
even if it's still right. Yeah, even if I was like, oh, heads pick it up real quick, but it was actually tails. But at least they, instead of the stupid lights going back and forth and then just stopping.
I like that, man. I like that. Look at Rick Rude, man. He's not like the biggest guy, but he's cut AF. And look at that motor. Holy
All
smokes.
always was.
Well, why does he look like Freddie Mercury? Probably because of his mustache.
Mustache.
Yeah, he looks like it's like if Freddie Mercury was a wrestler, he'd be ravishing Rick Rude. Oh yeah, there we go. 2-1 now, baby.
Ravishing Rick Rude with Roman Reigns' teeth.
What, Roman Reigns? What?
Teeth.
Oh, ho,
At least the ones
ho.
that at least the ones that he had at uh, Payback.
I wonder if he had like some sort of a mouth guard.
That might have been, yeah.
Yeah, but this is cool. So like, even though they have a predetermined order, of course, just flipping the coin So clever. I'm
Right.
still stuck on that. It's so clever because now you get the heels. You get the heels in there 2-1. You get them a little heat, and you know who's coming in next. Most
Right.
likely a face, but it'd be awesome if another heel came in because then they would really get some heat. They would really build it up, and then the crowd would just be freaking nuts about it, you know. And they're gonna wanna like you see the faces down there. They're like, come on, like Ricky Steamboat, he's coming in. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh yeah, the dragon. Boom. Well,
There we go. He's got a broken nose or something here. Um,
yeah, that's gonna.
Actually, one thing about Ravishing Rude was his attire. His what are they? The pants, spandex or whatever.
Yeah.
Always had some like design his tights. Yeah, they always had they're designed in some way. But you could not stop but just look at him, and almost like he had something right on his ass
Yeah, an
or
eyeball.
and yeah, he's got his one eye.
Maybe he shat his pants a lot, and that's why they. This happens.
Just they could be just for the distraction.
Yeah, maybe he soiled himself some. Look at Steve Austin. Look at him like a little spinning, rolling.
Woo.
Boom! That's it. Using the cage, Steamboat. Oh, oh. There is that power bomb. Oh, I don't know what. That was a great way out of it, but. Oh yeah, how cool would it have been if there was 3 heels in there on one? That would have been.
Too
Huh?
too cool.
Too cool. Too sweet. That would have been awesome. Because like these 30 seconds, people will be losing their minds right now. They'll be like, "Oh my God, come on, flip the coin." I guess they don't flip the coin anymore. They just flipped it the first time, and that kind of set the
That's
order.
it. Just figure out maybe.
Comes Arn.
Yeah.
That was it. I actually watched
That
Arn.
was like the advantage coin. Whoever. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I imagine Sting is going to be last. That'd be
Yeah.
my guess. Get that big pop.
Oh, look at Arn Anderson going like
Oh man,
he's like a
Anderson
little
was.
stooge. Just the way he
Yeah,
moves. Like I think he doesn't bend his knees. He just walks straight.
and that's where the revival
Oh, his back is straight.
reminds me of is someone like Arn Anderson. Um, oh,
Excuse
two
me.
man Boston Crab.
My punch right in the face.
Boom.
He just said Rick Rude. He's just like, you bastard, you punched me. I'm gonna break your eyes out.
Uh,
It's just like those little stories, like that stuff that's prevalent within these matches. Just keep an eye, like just pay attention to 2 guys, see what they're doing, and how they're trying to help each other. I mean, it's like they're in a real fight. Oh, pile driver.
nice. Nice. I was always a big fan of Rick Rude. He was also one of my favorite action.
Oh,
Nice. Nice. Let's start making use of both rings now.
so you were saying somebody was your favorite action figure or something?
Yeah, Rick Rude. I always enjoyed his wrestling figure.
Oh, yeah, it was probably the most like it was like I don't know if you ever played with
his arms only went like this.
Oh,
At least one. So they had the Rude Awakening, and then he hit his sleeper, which is his finisher hold. Yeah. Whoa. Here we go. We got Dustin.
Dustin's in the house. Look at this. Smacking everybody. Whoop. Did you see that?
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's that clothesline.
and that is like that. What set Austin. That was what set Austin. Well, what he trying to submit him, but he can't. So he's just
Right,
torturing him, huh?
right, yeah. He's trying to hurt these guys as much as you can.
Dude, how great was that though? Oh, how great was that? Oh, nice little backdrop.
It's got
I just love that. I love the fact that he picked him up for the atomic drop, or well, yeah, I think it was the atomic drop. But anyway, he hit his head on top of the cage, and he sold it.
yeah. I'm sure it might have. Really not. Yeah, he sold it.
Like that is so. Like that is. I mean,
I mean, that was the hardest part of the cage. So,
the top or that middle.
right, that middle,
I think yeah, he hit whatever that metal is in the middle of the cage.
right, right, that meeting point.
Yeah, I think that's. Oh yeah, the brace. I bet. Um, look at he's just. Oh,
They do mention and they point out like amount of crazy bumps that Austin does end up taking. Well, Barry Zbyszko.
yeah.
Been a while since I've seen him wrestle.
Look at him. Just look at him. Ah.
Oh,
Oh boy, what's happening here? Medusa.
oh. Oh shit! She's right up on top. What's she dropping?
Uh oh.
Oh,
I'm staying on the. Oh. Uh oh. Get out of here before I domestic abuse you.
well.
Yeah, that happened. Sorry, guys.
I wonder what she dropped down. I can't see. Arn Anderson has it in his hand.
Did she
Oh,
drop off that phone from
oh, maybe that's what it was.
that big ass
Paul,
phone for Polly Dangerously?
Paul's phone. That might have been what it was.
Look, Rick Rude just looks like a savage. He just looks like a savage.
I always liked him when he had his long curly hair. Just looked like a 70s porno star. Permed hair and his mustache and Ricky Steamboat's getting fingers up his nose.
He's getting his nose fingered.
They going after that broken nose.
So like Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko, they have like those like kind of like shorter stature and like look at their backs don't bend. They have like just straight backs all the time. Like they're just like that military type of straight back. Like whoop, just watch it. Just watch it.
Very low center of gravity.
Yeah, very very big like midsection, very strong midsections.
Right.
I like little tanks.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Look at Sting going at it, man. Look at Sting. Grab the cage. Oh yeah. He's gonna hit him. Boom, right there.
At that middle point, there you go. See? Yeah, went for it. Don't call those pipes.
Yeah, Sting doesn't look like he could press people, but I guess he can. He definitely had bigger legs back then. That was crazy though to see him in AEW. Like after like he retired, we even watched that match.
Right.
Like I listened to the podcast with him as a guest, and my God, he was. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. I mean, I imagine he's gonna fight. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what's that? That little skater dude with the face paint.
Yeah.
Haha.
Think his name off the top of my head.
And I think it was So, like, you just watched Arn Anderson just kind of like throw punches, empty punches. I think that was part of the Ric Flair's motivation to do the drop. Like, his famous face plant.
Right, right.
Because, like, how clever is that? He's just throwing punches like you don't know where the hell he is. He's just kind of throwing. He's like, fuck it. He's just hoping, like, beyond hope. Like,
Hit somebody.
Yeah, how great is that move? Like, that's genius. Oh, dude, this is like, I've watched the other War Games, NXT War Games, but I must say I enjoyed this one
Yeah.
a little more. But of course, like, I enjoy all the wrestling anyway, so. Oh, the Dragon Steamboat's nose is fucked up, and Dusty just missed that boot. But we'll just keep on moving. Look at everybody's bleeding. I think, like, there's like 3 or 4 of them are bleeding. Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's bleeding.
I believe it ends up being 4.
Barry Windham's bleeding. Look at him. He's just beat to death. Steamboat's got a fucked up nose. I mean, messed up nose. Trying to be more polite. What's Abisco doing? Where is that phone that she dropped? Like, where is that?
I think it had been used and it's gone. He's taking the turnbuckle off.
Okay.
I'm trying to get as much weapon.
His nose.
There's no weapons in there. You can't go underneath the ring and grab a chair or anything.
No. This is when the cage was a lot closer to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it still is in this. Yeah. But do you remember the cages we used to be they were on the apron. They were on the hardest part of the ring. They were right there. You couldn't really get out of the ropes too much. Dude, I'm also enjoying watching Larry Zbyszko. Like, he's selling like nobody's business.
Like I said, the biggest difference really is that it's that top cage.
Yeah.
Like cup. I mean, right now, now the ring is just so high now, just so you can have that spot. You got someone diving off the top because you can't leave the ring because if you leave, your team loses automatically.
Oh.
So.
Here we go.
Oh, I forgot about Koloff.
Yeah, Koloff was the last one.
This is the last one. Okay. I didn't see Nikita wrestle too much.
I didn't either.
But he's going on. Big guy.
He looks like an old school Taz.
Mm. I know him and Sting have a history of some sort right now. So them getting along was kind of rare.
Oh! So wait a minute, he's on Team Sting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. They're together. But they do have a past of not liking each other.
Oh, shit. Oh, we're brothers. Alright. That's enough hugging. I guess they told a story. Oh, look at those, like, oh, the windmill, man. That was great. That was great. It's like, there's always a danger when you have that many people in the ring. There's always a little bit of danger of it getting kind of Royal Rumble-ish, which is...
Right.
There's only so many things you can keep track of. And it's a lot easier to break kayfabe. Because there's so many different things you can do. Like you would think that people would be helping each other, their team, if somebody else is kicking their ass. But if you did that, and if it worked, Scorpion Deathlock.
I don't know, because Paulie James usually had his cell phone in his hand.
He did?
I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm not sure what.
Oh, he took the turnbuckle off. Oh, shit. Oh, he's putting the turnbuckle back on? There you go. Home improvement. He took the turnbuckle off, and he's putting it right back. Interesting. Oh, figure 4. Can you tell who Steve Austin's motivation is or was? Who he tried to be like? I thought it was Austin who put that on.
No, it was Dustin.
It was Dustin.
Yeah. I was like, wait. Oh, there's all
Dustin
great.
is really Austin, but with a D.
Right.
But yeah, Austin, he kind of tried to mold himself. And then this is from the podcast. I listen to a lot of Stone Cold podcasts. Like mold himself in like Ric Flair, basically. You know.
Oh, okay.
But it was that question. I think it was. I don't know who was. Oh, okay, Dustin. That was a little difficult. But I forgot who asked him, but they asked him, like, what is so stunning about Steve Austin? And he couldn't answer it. And that's when he dropped that stunning Steve Austin business. Look at him. He's trying to put the turnbuckle together. Oh.
Bobby is not happy with what's going on with this turnbuckle.
Nope. He's like, no, don't put it together. That's it. Oh!
Boom, Bobby.
That backfired. Dude, I'm enjoying Larry Zbyszko right now, dude. He's fucking entertaining. Look at him. Just watch him sell. Like every punch, he's just like, he's flailing, he's loving it. Uh-oh. It's over? Sting. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. It was because of Larry Zbyszko.
Oh, it made Bobby submit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Huh.
Look at Paulie Dangerously yell at Zbyszko. What are you thinking? That was great. And like they're all yelling at each other.
Huh.
That is great. I love it. Oh, that is fantastic. Everybody's blaming him, and he's like, I'm so sorry. What a great way to end it, though. What a great way to end it. Dude, how long was this match?
Yeah, it went by quick.
Yeah. This is about
I was gonna say when
35 minutes and it went like that.
When Bobby came in, there was like 12 minutes left.
Oh my god. That is fantastic. I love how they did that. That is fantastic. Look at it. He's pissed. Like, you cost us. But how great is that, though? Like, you think about that. And none of the heels here. Ooh. He's like broke his arm just about, right?
Yeah, that
Sting is chopping him and everything. Look at that sell. Look at it. He just, like, he, like, bounces off the ring. I mean, he just, like, stiff bodies it. And he got yeah, that's it.
Huh. You see, the thing with that, with the cameras did not necessarily focus on that. So when it ended, we're just like, what?
Yeah.
But,
I mean, yeah, that was great, though. Like, what a... So the heels, the way that finish went, the heels weren't, like, they weren't diminished.
Right.
It's like they tried to cheat, and he backfired. And
they're just heels to the heel.
That's right. How beautiful. Oh, dude,
that's
great.
They're still arguing.
Yeah.
They're still arguing in the ring behind Shivani and Bischoff.
Yeah. Bischoff. That's a mullet, right? That Bischoff's wearing right now.
I guess.
It's
Yeah,
like a
little
fancy
bit.
mullet.
Right.
Like short. It's not a big party in the back. There's a
Right.
party going on.
Well, that was it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jim Ross and Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body. That is great, man. All right.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, dude, that was a great match. Great match.
Yeah.
Great choice. I'm picking up. So our next segment is Guest F promo, and I'm ready this time, and I will not. I even wrote it without the names on it, so that I will not slip up this time around. So, dude, first of all, a great match, man. Great choice. Great fucking choice.
Yeah. It's hopefully this weekend.
It'll be as good.
Like that. But
do you think they're gonna have like a finish like that, where the heels are still gonna remain heels, or do you think it's gonna be?
Well, I mean, I guess it's different because like it's a team. It's a team versus a team, so it's not like here you had teams within teams, so they're like on their own. They're like on their own, so they could hate whoever. If that makes sense, like there's still individuals, whereas you got McAfee with Oni and Birch,
Larkin.
and Pete Dunne, which Pete Dunne will be like the lone wolf out because he's it's a team of three plus Pete Dunne. So I guess if there was anything there, then yeah, I don't know. As far as diminished, I guess it really just depends on the finish and if there's going to be any surprising heel turns possibly or face turns.
Well, either way, it's going to be exciting. Either way, I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. I really am, and it's been yes, I'm looking forward to it, and that's going to be this Sunday. So guys, join us for the Watch Along pay-per-view this Sunday. We're going to be watching NXT War Games 2020. So join us this Sunday, and it starts at, I think, the pre-show. They don't really have a pre-show, do they?
They have a pre-show, but not any matches or anything.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with at the beginning of the show. Might be a little earlier.
Well, our jobber is being the main event. Well, not the main event, but he's defending his title.
The U.S. title.
Again. So.
I hope that somehow he wins.
I hope so.
I really do.
I hope so too. I think someone might. I think there might be someone that's gonna maybe help again and help him.
Bronson Reed hasn't been. We're kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but Bronson Reed hasn't really. I don't know. Like they were pushing him, and then not that much. So maybe.
Well, I think there's just so many guys. I mean.
We are off for a second. I apologize. We are completely off. So let's see if we can get our stream back. I think my internet just went out. Of course. Oops. Yep. We're back. Okay, sorry about that. All right. I don't know what happened there for a second, but we're back. Anyway, what was it?
Well, it's just they're not at a point where they're having multiple man matches, and they kind of have to focus in on some stories. So we're not seeing quite as many, guys. I guess Bronson Reed just happens to be one of them, which means he's not quite at that top of the NXT
Hey,
Mid
JM
card.
is in the house. Sorry.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay? I'm just getting set. Okay.
All right. Oh, reconnection successful. All right, we're back. We're back. Yeah, but I'm really having a low internet connection, so I apologize, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Just out of nowhere, it just dropped. So it's trying to figure it out. Hey, Big D. Sorry about that. I just see my OBS, my streaming software, keeps disconnecting, and I don't know why that is. But we do have internet, so I apologize. We're still on there. We're still
That's
stuck.
all right.
So right now we're at least in the yellow, so that means we're pretty decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my guess that promo, if that's okay.
Yes,
440.
it is okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are now at the moment or show called Guess That Promo, and I have a promo ready for you. So I hope you're ready to play this game. And here we go. I have changed my performer's name with so and so. So if you hear so and so, the performer is referring to himself. Okay.
So it's a guy.
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
guy.
it is a guy. All right. Damn it. I always give something up.
It's like playing Guess Who. I love it. I'm so good at Guess Who.
Big D's always looking for that advantage. He's paying attention. Start this and be right back. Okay? Start streaming.
It's JM. Who's playing JM?
JM did it, yes. We're going to blame JM for this.
He would love that. He would love that. Okay.
All right. I think we're back again. I apologize. We should have a good connection now. Can you hear me, Big D?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So we're back.
Sorry,
guys. I apologize. We had a little internet connection issue, but we're back and we're at Guess That Promo segment. So for JM, Stephen Miller, Pages, and even the Jawbers are in the house. All right. We're going to start. Okay. Without further ado, we're going to start. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Guess That Promo. I am so-and-so, and I'm just wondering if any of you are sick and tired as I am of people who claim to be the icons of wrestling. Hogan, Roddy Piper claim to be the icon of wrestling. Shawn Michaels is the icon that can still go. Bret Hart would claim to be the icon if he wasn't too busy crying about being screwed. And I guess Randy Savage is still thinking. Well, Shawn Michaels is still the single most talented wrestler in wrestling today inside the ring. But outside, he's adolescent, obnoxious jerk who takes his tights and goes home if he doesn't get his way. Bret Hart is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but if he'd have been screwed as many times as he claims, he'd have struck oil by now. Randy Savage, yes, he is legend. He's a legend, but let's face it, how many records did Frank Sinatra sell last year? But the pinnacle of this icon garbage came last night in the cage match between Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper to determine in their minds only who the real icon is. How does WCW have the gall to say this is the greatest cage match in history when it was only the greatest in 3 weeks since Hell in the Cell? Here you've got a 46-year-old bald movie star wannabe who looks like Uncle Creepy with a good build, taking on a guy with an artificial hip who hasn't wrestled a full schedule in 10 years. It's a tribute to the massive egotism in my mind of both men and an indictment of WCW's promotional policies that this match even took place, much less being the main event when the card was probably the best that WCW is capable of having. At the 10-minute mark, they were sucking wind so bad that the first 3 rows passed out from oxygen deprivation. Would have been funny if it wasn't so sad. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing guys claiming to be the icon when it usually comes from guys who didn't know when to quit. Roddy Piper was my idol when I was a teenager, but that was 20 years ago. Hulk Hogan during his best days was 50% media created, and those are long gone. That match was a slap in the face to every wrestler who takes pride in his profession. In my mind, no one is bigger than this sport. But if there is an icon, it would be a man who has great ability inside the ring and professionalism and maturity outside of it. Let's leave all the petty backstabbing, I make more money than you BS with a hat check girl, and concentrate on talent and attitude. The Undertaker, Ric Flair, and Steve Austin have never claimed to be icons, which means they're big candidates to be just that. And on a personal note to Hulk Hogan, you may be a household word, but so is garbage, and it stinks when it gets old too. I'm so-and-so, and that's my opinion. That was a long promo again. 30 seconds. Boom. All right, 30 seconds. Big D's deep in thought.
I am, man.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Was this commentary?
No, it wasn't in the commentary setting. It was like a promo. Okay, I'm gonna start dropping a couple of hints. One is, it's a very long promo that was done in a very short amount of time.
So they talk fast.
Very fast. And I'm going to go one more hint ahead. It was not a wrestler. Now, who's so opinionated this much that's not a wrestler?
The only person that came to mind was Jim Ross.
Not quite. This was
Was it Bobby?
No. Oh. The next shit talker. That was never happy. Always talking smack.
All I can think of would be Bischoff.
No. Yeah. Okay, here this hint is gonna give it away. Tennis.
Who?
Tennis. What do they play tennis with?
Rackets.
Yeah. Who used the racket?
Oh, was that Crockett or whatever?
Cornette, yeah.
Cornette. There we go. It was another Cornette.
Yeah, it was Cornette.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That
makes sense.
Jim Cornette. That was I had to redeem myself from the last one because I just gave it up like at the very beginning. I was like, This is a Cornette.
Right.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Right, and I think that's why I didn't. Also, I didn't think about Cornette either
Yeah.
because we had just done one. But no, that was a good one. I like that promo. Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
love just the very last line that it says, and on a personal note to Hulk Hogan, you may be a household word, but so is garbage, and it stinks when it gets old too. Oh man.
When was that? When was that promo?
I am not exactly sure what year it was, but he talks about Steve Austin. So Steve Austin was starting, so probably like at the very beginning of the
Well, no,
Attitude Era.
okay, okay. Thing is, though, I think I remember reading it. I think I remember either reading it or it was the beginning of that promo when they mentioned um, like it would have been whatever if it, if Hell in the Cell. That mention of Hell in the Cell. I was like, wait, I've heard this
Probably
before.
98.
I've heard this.
97.
But,
It was October 27th, 97. The promo happened. Raw is War, number 231. I love that line. Like, Jim Cornette is fantastic. Like, he just doesn't shut up. He said all these things. It's even difficult for me to articulate all these words, and he says them so just poignantly. Like, he just boom, 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 boom. Like, damn, dude, all right. Yeah, Cornette's got respect with me. I don't agree with him on everything. I really don't. But I definitely respect as far as shit talking, man. He's fantastic.
Well, thank you for that.
Awesome. I think the next thing we're gonna go to, I believe, is
something else that's awesome.
Yes, and not Mike Awesome. So this, how do I introduce this? I would like to show something. I would like for us to watch something that is. Now let me turn this down. Okay, I'd like to show something, and it won't let me scroll, but that's enough. Which is what I would consider a piece of wrestling art. If you overdo this all the time, it would not look good. It would not be that great. But this happened in 2017, which is if you go into our description below the video, it is Shinske Nakamura's SmackDown debut, which is April 4th, 2017. Okay? So, if you go to the WWE Network, it is SmackDown, April 4th, 2017. Alright, if you search that, you can get to SmackDown. Now let's see if April 4th, 2017. Yes, it'll be Shinske Nakamura's debut. Maybe if we search Shinske.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's really difficult to find like this. Like I want to find a specific SmackDown. So Payback was April 2017, and it was Chris Jericho. Can you find it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm there.
So what did you search? Because like
I just went to SmackDown and then searched, and I was able to go and then go to the year.
Okay, let's.
And then scroll, go to the day.
So SmackDown. You can find a. See, okay, so this is like I'm okay. Filter by years. Okay, so if you go to SmackDown, you filter by years. You go to 2017, and it's gonna be April 2017.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta
April.
break it down.
That's it, and it's picture of Shinske Nakamura. All right, so SmackDown, April 4th, 2017. And we go jump down to the moment of Shinske Nakamura debuts on SmackDown Live.
Which actually followed another pretty cool promo.
From Baron Corbin?
It was Miz and
Maurice.
Miz and Maurice, but they were dressed up as John Cena and Nikki Bella.
Yeah, that was funny. Because I remember looking at this. So 10 seconds earlier, so this is like when you tap or click on Shinske Nakamura's debut on SmackDown Live, it is actually, if you drop down 10 seconds earlier, is when you actually see the very beginning of it. So the Miz is trying to exit the ring, and that's when the lights go off. And I'm gonna turn this volume up a little bit so we can hear it. I hope you're watching it. I'm even like considering just putting this right over our video, like after, just splice that in. But this is beautiful, man, and I want to share this with the world. So I hope you're all there. SmackDown, April 4th, 2017. It's Shinske Nakamura debuts on SmackDown Live, and if you drop 10 seconds back, which is 40 minutes and 33 seconds, you will watch the very beginning when the lights drop. So, okay, I'm going to play it. Are we there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, play. And here it is. I don't know if you can hear it much.
There we go. That's good.
And everybody knows who's coming. What a just wonderful moment.
Oh,
yeah,
goosebumps.
Me too. Yeah, there it is.
Mm.
And everybody's singing it. It's just the way he moves too. What an interesting character, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. How cool is that? I don't know. I'm not sure that's good for his knees.
Oh, he's been doing that for years and years.
Maybe stretched him. And then once this is done, just listen to the crowd.
They keep going.
It's incredible.
That was it.
Wow. Is that word sports entertainment? Yep, that's what I wanted to share with everybody. I hope it was worth it. And
Look at that. Look at that. What's after that?
oh shit! I already clicked off. What I missed? What I missed?
Randy Orton, Luke Harper versus the Wyatt family.
Oh, well, I've already.
That was back when this storyline was going on.
I've already shut it off. And I think we come to the main event match of the evening, which already had a main event. So holy smokes, man! All right, we're cooking. We're cooking hot here. All right, so our main event match of the evening is followed. It's going to be followed by the main event. Guess that promo segment. So stick around for that. We are watching officially No Way Out 2004. So I'm gonna let you get back. You're on the WWE Network already, all of you. No Way Out 2004. Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. So I'm gonna let you get there, guys.
Thank you.
No Way Out 2004. If you search No Way Out 2004, you'll be there immediately. Boom. And that show actually started with Tori Wilson and Sable. Uh-huh. Kurt Angle and John Cena went at it. Goldberg was a No Way Out. Harkle, Holly, and Rhino, dude. Okay, so the jump to moment on this is Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar WWE title. So I'm gonna meet you there, guys. Orale, vato. It was so close of me picking Eddie Guerrero's promo, because I wanted to tie in with the match. But the problem with Eddie Guerrero promos is he's always saying "ese vato, orale." It's gonna be very easy to guess. So I had to remove all of those, and I realized that when I remove all of that from Eddie Guerrero's promo, that's like taking 50% of Eddie Guerrero's character. So it just didn't sound right.
Which makes sense.
But it is Eddie Guerrero. And so the story, just a little bit, if you guys are there, No Way Out 2004, okay? It is Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar. And Eddie, he's a shorter wrestler compared to everyone else. I think he was 6 feet tall, maybe a little shorter. And in his promo, he talked about how they told him, you're too short, you're too small, this is not gonna work, you're never gonna be on top. Just get used to wherever you are, or you never even wrestle again. So that was his gripe. And Eddie was so hot during this time that, he basically went off against Brock Lesnar, and this was one of the momentous moments in Eddie Guerrero's history. And next year, he actually passed away. 2005, he passed away. So this was a year before Eddie Guerrero died. And this was, I think Well, we're gonna watch the match, but that's kind of the premise. This is his first shot at the WWE title.
Which is crazy.
I mean, he wrestled his ass off to get to here.
Right.
And it's I don't know if it's worth noting that Eddie Guerrero was, he battled addiction, pills, drinking, I think too. So and he talks about that in his promo as well. Now, when you look at, I'm seeing the picture of the Jump To moment on the WWE Network, and it is our boy Baby Earl is in it. Baby Earl's the referee. So that's cool.
Struggling. There we go.
So I hope everybody's already there. It is No Way Out 2004. The Jump To moment is the very last moment, which is Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar WWE title. If you guys are there, we're going to start it. You there, Big D?
I am.
Okay. No Way Out 2004. We have Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero WWE title. We're going to start it in 3, 2, 1, play. So there's Brock Lesnar coming to the ring. He's a little less saggy. He's a little less saggy than he was in his latter years, but he's just still a beast. Have you ever been at a live event when like Brock Lesnar would come out, like with a Brock Lesnar entrance? No. When you hear that dum 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 dum, like, I tell you what, dude, it sounds so freaking intimidating. Like, on TV doesn't do it justice. Like, the bass to his song when it first starts, it really is like, oh shit, the beast is coming.
Mm-hmm.
It is like, the live event is definitely an experience. I think it's better to actually watch the wrestling action on TV, but entrances in the show, just the showmanship part of it in the arena, whole totally different experience. Totally different. Hey, Eddie and a lowrider.
My cheek steel. My cheek steel.
The Latino heat is in the house. Dude, Eddie had some big ass arms, didn't he? Like his
shoulders.
Yeah, he has gigantic shoulders. And he was kind of like that wide back, but he was kind of like Benoit built.
You can see his back now. It's just so scarred. And I mean, this time of his career was when he was just oh man, brutal matches.
It is so cool to see Eddie, though. I did
Yeah.
not watch this match on purpose. Like, I remember this match. Like, I just went through it. I snapped a few photos so I can use as reference for our and right there, boom. That's our photo. That's what our cover photo is for this stream. And I tell you what, man, he was one of the greats for sure. And so is Brock Lesnar. Like, well, Brock Lesnar, he's a wrestler, all those things, he had to work hard for his thing, but he did have on his side like the size and the look, like he was a big guy. But Brock Lesnar is a beast, so legitimate beast. And then, like, I listened to Steve Austin. Look at Eddie. Like, people are just going nuts for him right now. I listened to Steve Austin talk about a podcast with Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar lives, like, I think he lives or somewhere in Alaska. And he's got his own farm or his own, place up there. And he hunts and, like, all these just man things, He eats just meat and stuff. But he did have a battle with diverticulitis. I don't know if you're familiar with what that is. It's just like, it's basically like sores in his colon, in his intestines.
Oh, okay.
And so they had to remove some of it and stuff. And he fought through that in the UFC at the time. He fought through that. So talk about beast, I look at Eddie just trying to get at him. He's like, nope. So you look at Eddie's intensity, and you're like, this dude is gonna have a heart attack. Like, he's got that like Ultimate Warrior intensity.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you think those are scars from fighting. I mean, I'm sure, but also, like, if you do take steroids, like for instance, you tend to really get acne on your back. I know I've trained quite a few bodybuilders. For those of you who don't know, actually, I've been a personal trainer for 12 years. I think 13, started 13. Holy smokes.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. It was, no, I'm starting my 13th year. It was past 12 now, but that's one thing, dude. Like with bodybuilders, some will go on cycles, so they'll have cycles and they'll come off and they have to take anti-estrogens. Some of them don't know, like, or don't have them, and they get off cycle, man, and it's miserable. Like they're so moody, they're crying, suicidal. I mean, just you don't want to mess with your hormones too much, So I can imagine, like, all these wrestlers need to look good, and this was still the era of steroids, This was still the era of steroids, even though they were slowly coming off. Oh, dude, look at this. This just looks like a wrong sex move right now. What is happening? But you can imagine that, like, you're on steroids, so your emotions are not quite controlled. You are wrestling. You're probably wrestling, 300 days a year.
Right.
So you see TV, but you don't see the house shows. Oh, dude, he's just throwing him like a rag. Latino heat. And, you gotta sleep. You gotta work out. You gotta eat. So they're on sleeping pills. They're ups, downers, all that BS. Drinking, fighting, because this is wrestling is like they're like football athletes, but like they don't have a season, and so I'm glad that due to Corona they have to slow down some of their schedules. it's to the detriment of the show in some ways. But you know, I'm
Right.
talking a lot. But hopefully that was at least some interesting insight. And it's happening how we thought it was gonna happen. The Beast is manhandling Eddie Guerrero. Look at that little comeback. Eddie's got to come back. He's got to get cut off here soon. Yep, there it is. Nope.
So we're seeing Brock have a match longer than 2 minutes.
Brock? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Suplex City, man. Dude, that's got to be... if I had to say from my just observational opinion, I think Eddie's taking something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he was.
But I mean, he looks great though. Like look at that. Like his back is just gigantic. His shoulders are huge. And look at Baby Earl. It's Baby Earl in the house. Oh. He's just manhandling them. This is like wrestling 101, man. This is beautiful. Oh. Here comes a little comeback. A little hope spot right there. Whoop.
There we go. Pull him.
So if you don't do this spot right, you could break somebody's shin. He's gonna pull him. Oof.
Nope.
Oh. That is still steel. Today. You can see where the pyro's packed at the top of the turnbuckle. Kane must... somebody's had pyro here. But you see, it's like they get a little hope spot, a little comeback, and the heel gets him right back.
Nope.
Let's see. Oh!
Yeah.
What would you...
Nice.
Fisherman Buster? That's what they call it? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. And you never want to get Brock Lesnar behind you like that. For many different reasons.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, I always liked seeing him do submissions.
I mean, it's just like, imagine a dude that big just wrap around you and just fucking squeeze your freaking neck. Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, Baby Earl before he was working out.
You hear the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Do you quit? And nobody understands the word coming out of your mouth. Ooh.
Jawbreaker.
Yeah. Jawbreaker. That was a jobber-raker.
That's a JAWBREAK.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for spelling that. Oh.
Oof. Ooh.
Dude, those clotheslines, man. Like, they hit him on the sweet spot on the chest, but you still, like, you gotta understand it. Like, Brock Lesnar, I don't know how much weights, 280, 290, coming at you, like, he's still, like, that all that weight, boom, like, look at that. All that weight stops you. All that weight gets transferred into you, like, oh, you see that whiplash, man? That was a whiplash.
Yeah.
Dude, his head, like, oh my god. I wonder what, like, if there was a Swedish suplex, you know, a nice just German suplex. Like a Swedish suplex is like the much nicer version, where they pick you up and put you right back down. That's like the Swedish.
That's the Canadian
Oh.
suplex.
They ask you to eat some pancakes, eh?
Soy.
JM's watching with us. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. Yeah, JM. I don't know about the turnbuckles. I still, like, when I see people, like, I just buy it. It's kind of one of those suspension of disbelief things.
Right.
I know it doesn't hurt, but I buy it. It's like, whatever. I buy it. Well, when did UFC start to... Oh, damn. Ooh, dude.
Oof.
Hey, dude, that's a pretty far to fall.
Yeah.
He went from top rope all the way up to the mats down there, dude. That's a long...
I'd probably say it was around this area, this time, when UFC started to get really big, I think.
Because I think that, like...
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't much a UFC guy, so.
Well, I think that a lot of... See, a lot of wrestling, I feel like, kind of diminished or went down. Like, you had to change. You really had to change from the old style of wrestling after UFC kind of started gathering momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that was real. You know?
Right.
Not, like, you watch...
It's funny that Vince McMahon had the opportunity to buy and own UFC, and he said no. It's not. Yeah. So I just think that's funny.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we looked at both Vince McMahon's... I don't want to call them failures. They're tries, you know? Like, they're attempts. And his... You know, where he, like, made a wrong decision, if you will. I mean, he's had a lot of wrong decisions. But
Right.
he's also had a lot of great decisions. So it's like, what have I learned from Vince McMahon? Is to keep swinging.
Yep. Just like Arn Anderson and Zabisco, just keep swinging. You might hit something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you do.
But like, you watch wrestling and it's like, oh, it's fake. It's like, yeah, in a sense. But look at this. Like, these guys they beat themselves up just like 300 days a year.
Yeah.
It is probably the most realist sport you could imagine. Oh. Look at his face. Look at Brock Lesnar's face. That was awesome. He's like, oh, shit. And he's got it. Oh, oh! Oh, damn.
Sorry.
And Lesnar had the injured knee, apparently. All right. He's just so strong. It's not happening. Oh, yeah. Work that knee. Work that knee. love that, how he just pushed him off. Just get out. That Lesnar fed him the other leg. Look at Eddie trying. Look at Eddie trying. This one always kind of got me when they're trying to submissions, you know. Like, the whole upper body's free to swing at any time.
Right.
They're just like, no, no, no. I mean, yeah. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Oh, nice. He could have broke his ribs there. Nope. He's trying. Also like how Brock's just throwing him away, like it's just like a little. Oh, belly to belly.
I think Eddie's bleeding a little bit on his arm there.
I wonder where he got caught. Yeah, it seems like, yeah. Look at Brock Lesnar was stand back then. Now he's like pasty white. And he is no longer a member of the WWE. I think. Oh, Hurricane Rana, baby.
Oh, nice.
He is really working that knee. I love it. It's the only way he could win.
This was also when Lesnar was on. You know, he performed a lot more.
Yeah.
He was on every week. Actually, when this was all going on.
All right. So you weren't around for Brock Lesnar? You weren't around too much?
Not too much. Yeah, not the early parts. You know, early Cena. No, because when I came back, it was like I didn't know who Batista was. I didn't know who this John Cena was. Randy Orton. Lesnar. Okay, I knew of Lesnar, but
Oh, so you missed the very first Cena match against Kurt Angle? Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Because this was right after I got out of high school and early years of college.
Yeah, this was I don't.
So I was too busy partying.
This was still kind of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, it was like very end.
Yeah, it's kind of.
This was ruthless aggression.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Oh, he's gonna tap.
I was too busy partying every day. I don't watch anything except for football.
Speaking of which, can you drink beer on screen? I don't know how it is on YouTube.
Oh, I have no idea.
But they have a beer. That's how good this is. You know, I wrote once about poetry, what kind of relationship I have with it, because I do. Big D and I also write a little poetry on the side. And I wrote that after she's done writing me, she smokes a cigarette and drinks a beer. It's beautiful. Oh no, after I'm done writing her, that's right. I smoke cigarette.
And she hands you a beer.
Yeah. You know what Paige said last night, dude? It was funny. Oh yeah, cheers, JM. Cheers. Jamie, if you got one, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Paige just told me last night. She's like, you find like all the loopholes in rules, and then you like to finger them.
Oh yeah.
Love it, man. I think that's why I dislike. Yeah, I don't enjoy today's wrestling nearly as much. I mean, I just like that is just. I think we got that. But I'm still a fan of certain things, But
that's just different. It's just
it is different. It is a different animal, and so.
Then, even you just look at.
Yeah.
So like I don't watch TNA or Impact or AEW really, but even just between WWE, AEW, TNA, like even their wrestlings are just so different from one another. And Impact, I can't. That's even worse than AEW.
Yeah, AEW, like I try every once in a while, like this thing. I'm like, oh, let me watch this, but then I end up seeing that guy get knocked out, and everybody just kind of moved around him. It's like they weren't aware of anything at all, and it's like
Right.
so okay, so the guy is knocked out. Are you a heel in this match? Are you a face in this match? What are you in this match? Who are you? What's happening? Like, react to it, If I was a heel, I would jump. If I was a face, I'd be jumping in trying to protect him, And as the other guys go out, it's like you're protecting him. Like you form a thing, like a wall around him or something. You're calling the paramedics, and then you're still trying to do the met. It's like, I mean, there's so many ways to do it, and the way they handled it, I love how Eddie did that right there. Just nice. Missed it. So I was disappointed. I was really disappointed when I watched that. But then you got the moment with Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake comes back and tells Cody all that shit, calls him Caesar, and it's like, what did she say? Like a man once told me, like, never turn around, never turn your back to the person you respect. And he just turns right around and throws a microphone behind his back and walks away. It was beautiful. I don't know what Brock Lesnar's doing there. Oh.
He's got the deadlifting.
He's just squeezing his stomach.
Yeah.
He's like, let me give you a little colon massage, Eddie.
And he just like farts in his face.
Oh, I often wondered like how, like if wrestlers just smell bad. Like if, like, cause you heard about Vader, like Vader has a horrific BO, and like if I was a wrestler, like always gonna be clean, a little bit of deodorant, nothing too overpowering,
Right.
Like, just out of respect. But for Kane,
today it'd be not much because they're not traveling as much, so.
They got time to actually wash their tights.
They're actually there. They're not showing up 20 minutes before their match.
Yeah. It's.
I don't have time to take my socks. I'll just wear them.
This is a slow moving match. I don't have time to take my. Oh God, dude! Can you imagine? Like, for instance, the bigger tights you had, the harder it was for them to wash them and dry them by the time you go to the next city, which is literally the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So Kane, for instance, like Kane's tights were not like. So imagine every Kane match that you watch from now on, it's gonna be like stinky ass tights. Oh man, it's gut wrenching. That's what I call it. What? No.
Oh, you gut wrench.
Oh my God! Look at that, dude. He's just manhandling him, and I love that. That's how it is.
Roll up.
I think what is it? Brock Lesnar doing like prison style on Eddie right now? Just holding him from the back and whispering in his ear.
I think it's like a Bareback Mountain or whatever.
Bareback Mountain.
It's cold outside. He's trying to stay warm.
Bareback Mountain. I think it's Brokeback Mountain, but Bareback Mountain is.
There we go. Brokeback. There we go. I knew Bareback was on there. Well, it does
Big
sound right.
D.
'Cause it is
That
right.
is, you heard it on the Jawbers officially. That's Jawbers. There's a wrestling move called the bareback mountain. Oh, boom, Eddie, boom. Oh, his head. He's using his head as a ramming tool right now.
It's not.
Oh, he's working on that knee. Eddie.
That's not what happened. That's my head into your head. Oh, that would hurt.
Eddie. Woo, Hurricane Rana, baby. Love it. This is the well, yep, he gets him cut off. Yep, that's it. It's like once you know certain aspect of matches, like it's so fun to like. It's like watching defenses when you watch football. Yeah, like there's a hope spot. There's a comeback. I think right here, this is the comeback. Oh yeah.
There we go. Three amigos. One.
Haha.
Two.
And that's
Is he gonna do it?
how slowly he gets up. That's he's selling it. Oh! Oh, is he gonna go for 4? Nope, hat trick.
Always 3.
Viva la raza!
Go for the frog splash.
Oh, crowds go nuts. You know, there were stakes to this match. Oh! Every time Dominic's, or Rey Mysterio's son Dominic does that, the splash, I think, who's your daddy? Who's really your daddy? Who's your daddy, baby? Who's your daddy? There we go, F5. Oh, baby Earl.
Oof. Oh.
You know that's Earl Hebner's son, because he caught the same genes. One whiff and he's out.
Uh-oh.
There is no referee for this. And this is how you know. I mean, Brock Lesnar has shown he's a beast the whole time, so there's nothing to really do for Brock Lesnar to build him up.
Get up. Get out of this chair. I'm going to take this chair, right? Oh, no. I'm going to take the belt.
This is a nod to Eddie, though. He's gonna whack him with the belt. That's how annoying Eddie is right now. Oh, Goldberg. Goldberg's been like an annoying hemorrhoid in Lesnar's asshole for a long time. Goldberg. So Goldberg was not supposed to be. He was suspended, so he was not supposed to be in No Way Out. And he shows up, you know how those WWE suspensions work. You're either fired, and you have to talk to Andrew Yang about forming a union, or you can just come back and spear somebody. For good luck.
Right.
Did you hear that about Selena? She's talking to Andrew Yang about forming a union.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. That is 1, 2. No. Dude, look at those veins on Eddie Guerrero's shoulders and arms. Like, that just looks like inhuman.
I don't know.
And this is what makes it. This is what makes it right here. Eddie is not beyond this. Dude, or Lesnar sells those spears like nobody's business, huh?
Mm.
Oh, shit. Oh.
No.
He missed the title, but fuck it, whatever. What a reversal, though. What a cool reversal. Just reversed it.
That's it for the belt.
Oh, he hit the splash. It's over. Come on, Baby Earl. Come on, Baby Earl. 1, 2, 3. Eddie. Eddie. Oh.
I believe this was in Southern Cal. So you got the big, huge Latino.
Oh.
I don't know where he's from. I don't know where he was from.
Look at the crowd. Brought him back. So if you know in wrestling history what Eddie, like how long it took him to get here, and he gave his whole life for this, like this emotion with the crowd right now is freaking beautiful. Like this right here. Oh, give Mama a hug. Give Mama a hug.
Yep.
Oh, give Tio a hug. I don't know if his dad or Tio. I don't know. This is just, look at it. Look at that. Everybody's into this, man. Look at this. Haha. This is just beautiful. Oh, don't stand on the Spanish announcer team.
It's okay. He's a table whisperer. She's the Spanish table whisperer.
Eddie Guerrero. And a year later, he was dead.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble. He passed away this the December of this year. That'd be done.
Who did?
He passed away in December of this year, and then Ray won the Royal Rumble the month after.
So Eddie died this 2004 December.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yep. Like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that before the New Year.
Oh man. And
Yep.
this was when? This was February 15th. Can you imagine that? Like, wow. Wow.
Yep.
At least he got the title, you know. Oh, that was wow. It was an emotional match. It was a great match. It was a fun match. So, whew. Well, that was our main event match of the evening, I believe. coming up next. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar. This was Eddie's first WWE title and the only one. Wow. He died that year. He didn't even make it to 2015. 2005.
Wow. Right. Yeah, it's crazy to think how long it's been, too.
15 years, man. Holy shit.
15 years.
Wow. Of course, then we had the blessing of Vicky. She was the butt of every joke.
She's still around.
Yeah.
She's an AEW. Still annoying.
Yeah.
Still hear her in every single match.
Yep. It is nice though. Like come on, Vicky provided us with a lot of entertainment, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, they all did.
And
the entire family.
To think that in WCW you had Eddie Guerrero, you had Chris Benoit, you had Eddie Malenko, you had Rey Mysterio. All those guys came in and really, I mean, rocked that whole era. Like tail end of Attitude.
Yeah. All after being in ECW.
Yeah, ECW and WWE worked. Like, there's a lot of talent that was coming to them from ECW, and yeah, like for as much as there were competition, I still think that they worked together. Because you watch, like I would listen to some podcasts and would talk about Paul Heyman being in touch with The Office with WWE. I think it was Briscoe or Patterson one. I think it was Patterson. And he would be like, "This is great talent. This is a great talent." Like,
oh yeah, I mean, I think that just tells you about Heyman is he's going to get these guys wherever they need to go,
yeah.
Whether it's WCW, whether it's WWF.
So
you're getting there somewhere, So he was just working with everybody.
Paulie dangerously.
As long as his guys go, he's going to get paid, and that's why we still see him all these years later.
Yeah, he's a smart,
every week.
Smart man. Good for him. Good for Paulie. Thank you, Paulie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to guess this. Our main event. Guess that promo. Main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
This is just like one of those shot in the darks, whatever the dart lands on. That's the promo I'm doing.
Oh man, okay, all right, that's fine. I think eventually, I mean, that's how they all happen, really. Unless you're watching something and it comes across, it's still a shot.
Well, it's just like trying to find something that the difficulty level on here might be a little high. So
okay,
but
I'm ready.
It's a promo. That's what we're doing. So, all right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, you guys! I just watched last night's episode of the Total Divas, and it was insane. Oh my gosh! I mean, the Bellas were dealing with their obvious daddy issues. The Funkadactyls broke up and got together again. And Natalia's fiance isn't much of a man. And the other two were also there. It was great. It really was. And it was the end of the world. And it's only Sunday nights on E! Network. You want to know what I see when I look in that ring? Honestly, a bunch of cheap, interchangeable, expandable, useless women. Women who have turned to reality television because they just weren't gifted enough to be actresses, and they just weren't talented enough to be a champion. I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers. I have saved your Divas division. I have shattered glass ceilings. I have broken down doors. Why? So a bunch of ungrateful, stiff, plastic mannequins can walk on through without even as much as a thank you. You guys can't even walk backstage and shake my hand and looking me in the eye because you know that I worked my entire life to get here. I gave my life to this, and you were and you were just handed 15 minutes of fame. I didn't get here because I was cute, or because I came from some famous wrestling family, or because I sucked up to the right people. I got here because I am good. I earned this championship, and you know what? No matter how many red carpets you guys want to walk in your $4,000 ridiculous heels, you will never be able to lace up my Chuck Taylors. You are all worthless excuses for women, and you will never be able to touch me. And that is reality.
Okay, 30 seconds starting right now. I sucked up to the right people, eh?
Yeah.
I remember this one, Big D. I remember this one. This was a like this girl was in touch with yeah. And that's 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
This pipe bomb of sorts came from. That's a great promo. That's a great freaking promo. Because she calls all of them
Yeah.
out. And all those girls, you watch them, and they don't know what to do. Like, they're like, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
that kind of dumb look. Like, just, like, they're pretending. But this
Right.
person, I'm going to go and say that this person, I mean, guys, jump in at any time. This person is, this pipe bomb comes from Mr. Pipe Bomb. Like, she is, I don't know if they're married, but they're definitely together.
Right. Right. I believe they are married.
This is a pipe bomb family at this point, so.
Right.
I love that promo, though. I love that. I remember that promo. So I sat there, like, you know, it's like most promos don't really, it's like, okay, whatever, you know, it's like, this is written. And like, or just somebody delivers it who don't believe in it, but she fucking delivered this. This was I don't know if this was written, but she delivered it like it was a pipe bomb. So,
Right. Yeah, definitely.
wow. Like, I just remember sitting there, and then she's calling, she's there, like, sucking up to the right people and wooden mannequins, and it's like, wow. And she said, I didn't get here because I'm cute, and that's bullshit. Because she's cute.
Right.
And
Right.
AJ
Exactly.
Lee is cute.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, but yeah, she really freaking, that promo was the shit, man.
Yeah, she killed it. It's really unfortunate that she wasn't in the company as long as she could have been. And I really enjoyed AJ Lee.
Yeah, she was a breath of fresh air. She
Yeah.
was like that like the kind of like, I don't, probably the start of like divas moving on to like wrestlers. Although, and
Right.
not really,
Right.
but she was really kind of like the first kind of real, like, I'm a freaking wrestler too, you know, like.
In the ring. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and her, even her entrance, you know, when she would just strut, when she was like nuts, and she was just like
Skipping.
skip. You're like, oh my god.
Yep. Yep. You see a lot of you can see a lot of her in like Alexa Bliss right now. You know, that girl that's just, you know, she might not, she's just having fun, and she's just manipulating you, and that's what she did even in her character. You know, she was constantly just manipulating men. You know, she's, you know, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, and yeah, she can manipulate me. That's all right.
What did you
But
think of that whole Fiend thing on Raw, where Randy Orton picked up Alexa Bliss and then the Fiend showed up?
apparently she had jumped in his arms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
She's just showing him who is like I like that whole business was like I was like, oh, I don't know, like I don't know.
apparently a lot of people saw it and they're like, oh, they should just not air that, not air it. But it was Vince's idea,
Oh yeah, well,
apparently. And
there you go,
yeah,
there you go.
whatever. I've had this discussion, and I mean, you're definitely going to be seeing the Fiend and Alexa at least be. They're going to be faces, baby faces during this feud, which is good. Orton's not going to go anywhere near because you can't have a heel versus a heel. You got to have a face and a heel, and I think that's kind of. I don't think again. I don't think this is diminishing. I know you have the fear of them ruining, but everything is still going to plan. Which was it was like a year ago to the day the other day. That was something about um, that was the day that Alexa and Nikki Cross became best friends, and Bray Wyatt let him in for the first time. So that's just like it was like a little tie-in, and it's just yeah, yeah. I mean, this is again. This is, I was kind of hoping this would like at least be. I mean, this is definitely WrestleMania worthy, but that's not going to happen at WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
I just want them to do. I just want them to do this right. I always felt like I got married and a little bit about it because I felt like this should have been maybe the end of Orton, his career. But it seems like maybe WrestleMania might be, and that'll be in the hands of most likely Edge. So, but we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Obviously,
The angle or you're um
for the
for the
Fiend, well, Fiend
storyline
and
or okay,
or,
well, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, of course. Like I really don't want the
it
Fiend
was, it
to
was weird.
fail.
It was weird having the Fiend be all just like I don't know, like pleading in a way.
That like it just like to me it took a little bit of the mystique of the Fiend away, and that's what I like. But then also I'm just realizing now that
It
as I'm
shows its
saying this,
weakness.
huh?
It shows its weakness. It shows the Fiend's weakness. You know, everything does have, and that's what Orton is doing. And that's what he stated the fact that that's what he does is he'll find people's weakness, and you know he might not attack it right away, but he'll chip away and he keeps trying, and then once he finds it, you know. But I still don't. Yeah, I think they're just the Fiend. Yeah, because don't forget this is all about Bray Wyatt. This is all about Bray Wyatt. It's not. I mean, the Fiend is there, but eventually, most likely, the Fiend will end up going away at some point because Bray Wyatt will have gained the control back. So, um, I think we still got a long ways to that. If it happens all the way, um, but yeah. So, love is a powerful thing.
I mean,
The
like I never
power.
thought that I'm gonna be watching WWE Raw and there's gonna be Celine Dion singing "My Heart Will Go On" with Alexa Bliss and the Fiend, just at the turnbuckle, just going like this, like I could fly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I never saw
Yes.
the Fiend in a love interest kind of thing.
But
But it's cool, I guess. And I also realized that if I were
yeah.
booking, dude, if I were booking the Fiend, the problem would be I would kill everybody because the Fiend would just annihilate everyone, and
Right.
that's probably a
Right.
bad,
Which
bad
he
idea.
which he still will though. That's the thing. Like I just don't see. I don't see him losing. I mean, I can see Orton, throughout this time getting in some little things here and there. But I mean, I can't wait for that match when it happens. There are going to be like so many RKOs, and the Fiend is just going to pop right back up.
Yeah, he better not lose.
Pop right.
I mean, I swear, if the Fiend loses, I'm gonna like, oh, you guys really fucked this up.
There's no way, because this is all about the just payback for this is Randy Orton is like the one that created the Fiend pretty much. He's the one that's released. He's the reason the Fiend is there. Because it was after he burnt down the house that like Wyatt like just kind of disappeared a little bit and then came back, and so I'm excited for it.
I was a little. It was like, oh my god. But then again, I realized that I myself am like, I'm just thinking about the Fiend. I don't give a shit about Randy Orton. Like, and that's not fair to Randy. Though there is one thing about Randy that has been really bugging me, and I'm just gonna voice it. And that's been he's like, here's the thing. Like, I'm slow. So I understand, like, I speak slow sometimes. I come up with things slower, like, even though to me it's real pace, it's slower. Listening to Randy Orton talk has been so slow. Like, have you noticed that, or is it just me? Like, he's just so slow, and it's like, even during the match, he's slow, methodical, but it's not that exciting. Like, we just watched a match that wasn't that fast paced. But it had some excitement to it. Like, I feel like Randy Orton is probably one of the greatest on the roster now. But he's just like, there's something about, like, I'm just not a big fan. And that's okay. Not everybody's a big fan. Like, I'm not a big fan of Randy Orton. I like him. I like Randy. But it's just, like, I don't know. Like, I still like Randy. I think he's still a great wrestler. But it's just listening to him and watching him move, and I'm like, come on, like.
he takes that Predator aspect, and I mean, he just that's just the way it is every time. He's a storyteller, and it's Randy Orton.
Yeah, it is, and it's like, I don't have to like it, so there it is. But, like, I mean, he's still a great wrestler, man. He's kind of like the leftover from, that kind of the start, the end of the Attitude Era. Like, he was there during that time. Like, he was
lasted longer than John Cena.
Yeah, messing with the Undertaker. Yeah,
longer than
Undertaker was kind of like one of the first people that actually gave Randy Orton a rub.
Right, which he almost messed up on. Orton did. Because they were supposed to have a meeting about some match, and Orton was partying and he overslept and missed the meeting. But Taker still gave him a chance.
There's a lot of good stories you hear like that about Taker. Like, he was the leader basically, and he gave you chances, and he gave you shots, but if you fucked up in a bad way, he let you know.
Right. It's like even if you did, and no one else knew about it, but you're like, oh man, Taker's gonna find out about this somehow. And, even if it had nothing to do with Taker, he would still.
I wonder who that is. Oh, I just don't think that I'm not sure. I just don't think that the wrestlers today fuck up like that. Like,
right. They're just so magnified.
Yeah.
And just seeing everywhere. No one saw those pictures of Undertaker and all them just drinking and partying. Like, no one saw that until years and years later. And there's a lot, and like the one, I think it was the newest Broken Skull. So the Broken Skulls, they have a Taker part 2. Yep. And he just questioned. He's always questioning himself of, maybe he should have just stayed in that character, because he stayed in that character in and out of the ring the entire time. And he's like, maybe I should have just not opened up about things, but with him opening up with things, it's elongated his career of now he's got probably books and stuff like this, and just like he's still going to be relevant and still make make the money, keep his career going, even though he's not in the ring. By doing these interviews and podcasts and whatever. So
he could do the
but
interviews.
he's always mentally just, man, did I do the right thing? Should I just kept quiet? But
Oh, he could do. He doesn't have to break kayfabe to do that. He could always do all the interviews in the Undertaker character. Like,
no, he's having fun though. That's cool to see. Like he's doing pranks and TikToks now, I guess. I haven't seen any, but
good for him, man.
He's having fun. I mean, he's earned it.
Good for him.
He's earned it. That's for sure. But yeah.
Well, smokes, man. Holy smokes! I think we did like maybe 3 hours, 2.5.
Oh, yeah, around there, a little less technical difficulties, but yeah.
Well, that just went by quick. And we were still live, so it worked. It was all stitched together. Well, I enjoyed today, man. I enjoyed that War Games. It was really fun to see. Like, I forget how much I like that era, and every time you bring things up from that era, like, I was like, oh, yes. Like, oh, my God, there's so much wrestling that I haven't seen.
That's the WCW that I liked the most.
Oh, my God, look at who all wrestled there. I mean, all those guys were stars.
Right.
Like,
right.
What
but it's just like the Attitude Era there. Like, I wasn't much of a. I mean, I watched Nitro here and there, but I was, WWF all the way. But back in the early '90s, like that's what I remember. Like, colorful Sting and the Steiner brothers and Zbyszko, Anderson, Flair,
Horseman,
like just
yeah.
Yeah, so I really enjoy it. So usually if I bring in a WCW, it's gonna be probably '92 or older.
Dude, I love it. I think what a great era. Like, I mean, you just so many stars. Like, even Steve Austin it's fun to watch Steve Austin because like he was still a good wrestler. Like he was a little more green, but he was still a great wrestler. And just watching him, and then watching Zbyszko just sell it, and how they had finishes, and how like it was. I mean, it's a different animal than today. It's definitely a different animal. And there's like for some reason like, and it's probably because I'm getting older now, but I just like that. I enjoy that more. So, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, definitely.
And like I keep going back to the Attitude Era just because I remember those days the most. So I keep bringing things out of the Attitude Era and that Ruthless Aggression era even, because a lot of people were still there. Like The Rock was still there, Eddie. I don't know when Benoit did what he did. Or Rey Mysterio was still there. Lesnar, Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair. I mean, that was still that transition era to.
Yeah, so like this, so a couple months ago or whatever, when I was going back and watching, because it started with the ladder match where busted face up, and I just started. I was like, you know what, I like this there. So I started watching all the pay-per-views. It was like 2003, 2004, and 2005. And the tail end of 2005, as I'm watching it, I'm like, all right, that's like, it was just like the era changed and just like smacked in the face. And I was just like, all right, I need to go back. And then I went back to like the beginning of Attitude Era, but I think I'm going to end up actually going back to
WCW?
The early WCW. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Like even like late 80s. I might even start and watch them.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for your curated picks.
And, for what? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because I have a feeling we're
I think
going
I
to
might.
start featuring some profiles, putting over profiles on
Right.
Sunday. So we have a show, guys. If you're still listening with us, we have a show every Sunday, putting over profile. Unless it's pay-per-view, then we watch along the pay-per-view. But I have a feeling that we're going to be pulling some Zabiscos and some Arn Andersons
Yeah,
and oh,
that's where I know we brought up like the Four Horsemen. I think that'd be something to fit that in right there because I mean, and how many matches were they all together at the same time? That's the thing too. Is they would you could watch them put over a profile of all 4, 5
yeah,
guys.
because you got Luger in there. Luger kind of rubbing himself off a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Okay.
Anderson, Zabisco, Flair, and
Yeah, who was the fourth horseman? It's like, wait a minute. Well, because I remember, like, out of four horsemen, I remember Luger.
um,
Ole Anderson. Tully Blanchard. So this was, okay. So the original group was
sure.
Arn, Ole, Tully, and Rick.
Yeah.
That's the original, but that's Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Yeah. Okay, so Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard.
Let me see here. From 90.
This banded in 1999. Jeez. All right. Oh, Wikipedia wants me to donate, but here's a little history lesson for you.
Okay, I was gonna say Barry Windham, but the '91 War Game match, which was the Four Horsemen, and it was Barry Windham, Ric Flair, Sid Vicious, Larry Zbyszko, with Arn Anderson, and then they fought Brian Pillman, the Steiners, and Sting.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Four Horsemen were they're always changing.
Yeah, they are. But dude, in the 80s, 87 to 89, Lex became an associate member. So there's 4.5 horsemen.
Yeah, that's just there you go. So okay, yep, I'm where you're at. Paul Roma, man,
That is interesting.
Pillman, wow, Jarrett, perfect, Mr. Perfect.
Sting and Sid Vicious. All right. I think like we just.
Anyway.
Yeah, there's gonna be 57 horsemen. I think probably like if you were to go with like any, it would be the original 4. It should be 85,
right.
87.
Yeah. Blanchard.
Yeah. Blanchard, Tully, and
Anderson. And Flair and
Tully Blanchard.
We'll see. Yeah, because
Got it.
I mean, those old WCWs were that's a lot of profiles and a lot of them lasted a long time. So yeah, you can kind of get them. Well, maybe not up to the Attitude Era, but still. I mean, you see, then you got guys who did, like Ravishing Rick Rude. And
Yeah, Rick Rude. I heard like just listening to Stone Cold's podcast. He was kind of like a man's man, badass.
right.
I think he was the one who didn't let you cuss. Like he was,
What?
he didn't let anybody cuss in the car,
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know.
and he was very religious. But he smoked weed. Like it's just like really interesting stories that I like. Oh.
It's hips, and they just gyrate to the hips as the ladies are taking his robe off and getting face first into one of his sides.
Well, dude, thank you very much for today. Thank you everybody for joining us. Steven, Pages, JM. Thank you for playing along with us and watching this. I hope you enjoyed our curated Let's Watch Wrestling on Thursday evenings with the Jawbers.
Yeah, who doesn't? I love watching wrestling.
Yes. For a while I was like, let's do promos only, but it was like after that one for a couple of days I was like, oh yeah, I want to show. Like I was really excited to just watch that.
That might have been why I didn't respond. I'm just.
Well, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like Big D, I know you started a family. I like none of these things do I take personally. To be honest with you, it's like whatever. Let's just keep rolling. Things will work out eventually. But I know you started. Like I don't know if we need to put this on YouTube. So dear YouTube,
Sleep so much. So much the last couple days. Oof.
Yeah. You stay on the line, Mr. Big D. You watching at home for thousands of the attendants and millions watching on interwebs. Goodbye. We'll see you Sunday night for the NXT.
War Games.
Yeah, look at my biceps. They look huge here, and then you back up and they look tiny. They look huge here. Sorry. I think my whole, like, how I look, my size is definitely an illusion. Yeah. All right.
Oh, man.
We'll see you guys Sunday for the watch along NXT War Games.
Yes.
We're gonna be making our predictions. Shall we just wing them?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was.
Yeah. Okay, so we're winging them during, and then there's definitely punishments coming this Sunday. So this is not. We're going back to our punishment. So be ready. There's gonna be some interesting things. Yes, guys. So we'll see you Sunday. This has been Mr. Big D.
This is Max Draw.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you. All right.